Now let's focus on Australia, where more than 18 million citizens will head to the polls tomorrow. They will determine who the next Prime Minister will be, the incumbent Anthony Albanese of the centre-left Labour Party or his rival Peter Dutton of the conservative-leaning Liberal National Coalition. It is expected to be a tight race. According to recent polls, the Labour is in the lead, mostly thanks to their Trump card, quite literally. The opposition leader's likeness to the US president has earned him a crass nickname and a rating dip. Can he fight the so-called Trump slump in the upcoming election? Why is Trump's shadow looming over the Australian election? And what are the key issues on the ballot this time? Our next report tells you.
Australia has a famously unique electoral system. For starters, voting is mandatory for all citizens over 18. And voters don't just tick a box. They rank candidates in order of preference. That is, right after they pick up what's called a democracy sausage. It is a quirky election day custom, and this is exactly what the country will see in action tomorrow. Because more than 18 million Australians will head to the polls this Saturday to choose new members of the parliament and determine who the next Prime Minister will be. It is expected to be a tight race. Australia has two major parties: the left-leaning Australian Labor Party and the conservative Liberal National Coalition. The Labor Party's Anthony Albanese is running for re-election. He has been the Prime Minister since 2022 and a parliamentarian for almost 3 decades. He has enjoyed a period of popularity after coming to power. However, months before the polls, his ratings started to plummet over his handling of a range of affairs. First, the cost of living. Since the 2022 election, inflation has pushed up the prices of everyday essentials. Albanese has implemented policies to keep the cost of medications down. His government has offered tax cuts and energy rebates. But Australia has hiked interest rates 12 times since Albanese was elected. This has put pressure on borrowers. Add to this the second major issue. Housing is in bad shape. Australia is one of the least affordable housing markets in the world. These issues have shown Albanese in poor light, pushing up the ratings for his challenger Peter Dutton. Dutton became head of the Liberal National Coalition after the party's defeat in 2022, and he is contesting his first election as opposition leader. He has years of experience holding key portfolios, such as defense and home affairs. He is known as a staunch conservative, and while he has been a controversial figure, he has given Albanese tough competition. That is, until the Trump effect came into play, as U.S. President Donald Trump disrupted the White House. He changed the world order and broke the foundations of Australian policies. Australia has a close strategic alliance with the U.S., but it also maintains a strong trading relationship with China, amid Trump's tariffs and his ongoing trade war with China. In recent weeks, Australia's election race has flipped on its head. The Labor has started leading in the polls again because of what looks a lot like the Canada effect. Canada went to polls this week. The Conservatives failed to win the national election. They were seen as soft on Trump, and critics call their candidate Trump light. Meanwhile, Dutton, also a conservative, has an even worse nickname. He is called Temu Trump, referring to the Chinese website with a reputation for cheap copies. Dutton has a reputation of being an uncompromising strongman. He claims that Australia has too many migrants. He has been accused of stoking culture wars. He has called the nation's public broadcaster hate media. You get the gist. So in the run-up to the election, Temu Trump has spent most of his time distancing himself from Trump. But by now, he should know how hard it is to shake off a good name, and even harder to shake off the so-called Trump slump.